that should have killed him.
It did.
You got a
Tie.
Oh.
That shouldn't have happened.
Take that, all the grenades. Just eat all the grenades.
Whoops. That was a move.
Get back in here, Chaos.
Should I just extract or?
Yes,
Oh, my
extract.
game crashed.
I am extract, and I can't extract.
Oh shit. I'll take it.
Space it out.
I trust Chicken to do this.
Yeah, same. I trust Chicken.
Now die.
That combo's kind of funny to watch.
You missed it.
Don't worry, I got him.
All the barrels.
Holy shit.
I walked into it as soon as it blew it. I was like, oh my god, I'm dead.
Don't worry, guys, I've got this.
That was fucking insane.
Oh man.
I told you.
Be on the roof actually.
Dude, I'm not seeing anybody on the stupid little like heartbeat sensor here.
They could be running cold-blooded.
Oh, she's right here. Just screw that. Okay, all right.
I got him. Get him. Come here. Come here. Come to me.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Oh.
Shimmy, shimmying. Got you. Shimmying. This game is so intense.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, dude, he's over the thing. Oh, again? What the? No.
What is going on? What is I'm running. What is happening? Oh god. Did you see that?
Was that the first death?
That was my first death, but did you see me in the sky?
Nope.
He like shield bashed me into the. Okay. Just exploring this area. I'll just head back with what I got, make some better stuff, and come back down here for more. Oh! Why?
So close.
What the fuck? He fell out of the sky. What the hell? I like the way that worked. I wasn't sure if that would actually.
Noise.
Oh no! Oh my god! Did you
He's off trying to kill George now.
Did you get him?
Grenade him. Grenade him. No. I'm dead.
He's nearly dead. Alrighty, guys, how's it going? Nurbo here. Hope everyone's doing all right. Oh, just some quick updates with the stream and me in general. If you guys hear that sound in the background, sorry about that. We finally got a working air conditioner in this room, which is nice. It is automatic, so it'll be turning itself on and off. And I also will be muting myself occasionally when I'm not speaking to kind of counteract that noise. It's actually a lot quieter than the old AC, and it actually works properly compared to the old AC. So, no more sweating it up hard in this room, thankfully. Another thing is, yeah, I'm back. I know it's been about 2 weeks since I've had consistency. Unfortunately, as some of you might know, I caught pneumonia. I took my antibiotics. I got better. Unfortunately, as I got better, my daughter, my 1-year-old daughter, and my wife ended up catching it. So then that meant that I had to basically contribute more to taking care of the baby and stuff like that and monitoring the baby as they got better. But now everyone is better. Everyone's good. So we can kind of get back to our regular scheduled program and get back to doing things like we were doing before, which is great because there's like a lot of things I kind of left hanging and might have lost 1 or 2 of those opportunities already, but that's okay. No big deal. Had some key mailer stuff that was waiting for me, but as always, there's like a time frame for that stuff. So let's see here. Well, there's 2 of these that are still here. Great. And there's a new one. So we will be checking these out because, unfortunately, doing all this, I did not keep up with uploading my stuff on YouTube. So YouTube still has not caught up. So we're not ready to start the playthrough yet.
Welcome to Doki.
Exactly. But yeah, that being said, let's get back to what we normally do. Well, we don't normally do this today, but we're going to do it because I did have this all prepped up for Monday. And then, you know, as I mentioned before, the family got sick, so we couldn't do this. But we'll do it today, the news and trailers, and then we're supposed to hop in with Fader and all that stuff. Papa Curl Chaos with some good old 7 Days to Die, the modded version, Darkness Falls. So to start off, let's see here. Start off right in the news. We have good but weird news. News I didn't even know to this degree. With 2 very ambitious RPGs now starting development, Larian Studio is opening a 7th studio in the heart of Poland called Larian Studios Warsaw. That's interesting news. For one, we know that they're working on 2 RPGs. They've announced that after Baldur's Gate and so on. They haven't really given us information on it, so we don't really know much about these 2 RPGs. I think the most interesting news out of all that for me is the fact that Larian Studios has 6 other studios. I didn't know Larian Studios was that big. Like, that's actually pretty big for an indie company. I gotta say, 6 other studios? Like, I'm actually pretty shocked by that. So, yeah, I mean, all the success they had with Baldur's Gate.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
Are you though, Chad? Are you? When was the last time you played Helldivers? You don't even remember. You're probably still level 10, aren't you? How you doing, Chad? How's your day going? But yeah, I'm very shocked by Larian Studio having as many studios as they seem to have. You don't expect that from like an indie company, you know? To have like 7 studios.
Who's in this one? Who's really in there? I got bamboozled. I got Mirage. The fuck is this bullshit?
I blame Nerf for getting sick and missing out on Helldivers. That's all you, Chad. All you gotta do is ask. All you gotta do is ask and we can play, like... But you've been on that whole Persona grind. Did you finish that game yet, or no? Following that news, we have Microsoft. As always, every week they got something new going on. So, during the Microsoft Big Surface and AI event, Microsoft showcased the Copilot. Will be embedded directly into video games. Starting with Minecraft, players will be able to use natural language to ask questions like, how do I craft a sword? And the co-pilot will search your chests and inventories for the necessary materials, or guide you to them if you don't have them. It will also explain how to craft the item and so on, eliminating the need for Alt-Tab and reading a website for Minecraft guides. I think that's actually pretty cool. It's funny, like, they're really trying to infuse AI into, like, everything now. I find that kind of funny and scary at the same time. But that is a really cool idea for AI, like, to put it in as a search thingy, as an assistant in video games. For games like Minecraft, I can kind of understand that. For other games, I feel like that's going to be a problem. But that's not a bad place to start. For any of you guys who don't know, Copilot is the Microsoft AI. If you have Windows or Microsoft Edge installed, you have Copilot built into your thing already. You can use it at your leisure. So, yeah. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to do that. Let me get my browser back. 1 second. Give me my browser. Next up in the news, final 2 bosses. Don't at me, Nurbo. Oof. How bad is the struggle bus on that, Chad? I saw you've been struggling with a couple of bosses, but it does look like Persona 4 is a bit harder than the last game you played. So, we have some good news here. Little Kitty in Big City. Little Kitty Big City hits 1 million Game Pass players. I don't know what that really means, honestly, because I kind of don't know if this is a good or a bad thing. Mainly because, like, we've seen what Microsoft has done to companies that have been successful on Game Pass. So, like, I don't know, man. Like, I hope this is a good thing. I hope this is a good thing for them. I really do. I just don't know. Because Game Pass doesn't amount to sales, apparently. So, I don't know what that means for this studio. I need you to see. Oh, I've seen that already. I've seen that already, Chad. Freaking Cage is at it again, huh? Following up that news, we have something interesting here. Amazon Games announced it's opened a new game development studio in Europe, based on I'm gonna butcher this. Bucharest, Romania. The studio joins the ranks of the existing development teams in Orange County, Montreal, and San Diego, and Seattle. The new studio will focus on supporting Amazon Games' diverse portfolio of games now and in the future. Amazon Games is actively hiring to build out the talent team. Amazon Games has hired industry veterans Christian Pana to lead the studio. Christian brings more than 20 years of experience building video games, most recently serving as the managing director at Ubisoft Bucharest. Christian experience spans some of the video game's biggest games and franchises, including Tom Clancy's The Division, The Crew, Far Cry, and Avatar. From driving games, action adventure, open world games, and to shooters and RPGs. So, I mean, this is kind of good news to hear. I mean, a lot of studios have laid off people and closed down, so hearing news about studios opening up is kind of nice. So yeah, this is good news, I want to say. I still have mixed feelings though, because like I don't know if this is just too ambitious in today's economy, but we'll see how it goes. What's up, Boo-Foo? Thank you. I'm glad to be back. Everyone is doing better now, so I can finally put some energy into the stream, which is nice.
Thank you.
This next bit of news is going to be is an interesting one for myself. As I've mentioned before, I watch a lot of podcasts. I pay attention to a lot of gaming news outlets. So this next bit of news, man, that clip is long.
Excuse me?
It is long, Boo. I'm sorry. Nice. 2 5 stars. So, next bit of gaming news is IGN. It's kind of just becoming bigger, apparently. IGN Entertainment acquires the gaming network family of digital brands for an undisclosed sum. Gamers Network publications are Game Industry Biz, Eurogamer, Rock Paper Shotgun, VG247, never heard of that one, and Dicebreaker, never heard of that one as well. The business also holds shares in the Outside Xbox, which is a podcast, Digital Foundry, which is a podcast I really enjoy listening to, and Hookshot, never heard of that one. It's kind of scary, but good at the same time. So basically, all those outlets now are under the IGN umbrella. It's kind of scary, but a good thing. Like, I've listened to Digital Foundry pretty often and IGN podcasts pretty often. Digital Foundry actually talked about this news, and they themselves said that they're happy with this news because now they're finally with a company that actually cares about the gaming industry, where before the people who held the gaming network family of digital brands licenses, the one who held all that was like an events company that did like events like PAX and stuff like that. So now they're with somebody who actually cares about the same things they care about. So hopefully they won't be shut down as often to do some of the things that they want to do. You know what I mean? So like, this is good. This is probably a really good thing. I just don't like the fact that like after what's been happening with a lot of these companies getting bigger and then stripping other things apart, I get scared about half of that. But for the most part, I think this is a good thing. We'll see. I'm in my recovery arc right now. Are you? Yeah, you told me you found a solution for that, so that's good. It's funny because, like, was it last week? I want to say it was last week. I know that's been, like, kind of messed up with my current schedule. But last week there was, like, an Xbox accessibility controller. When I saw that, I actually thought of you because I know you have that situation with your hands. I just didn't like the price tag. $300 is pretty steep, but, like, all these accessibility things are like that, unfortunately. I have surgery in your wrist. Oh. Okay. How long is the recovery for that? And also, how are you feeling? You feeling better or still in the painful stages? Following that, we got some interesting Helldivers news that I also have mixed feelings about. CEO of Helldivers 2, CEO of Helldivers 2 developer Arrowhead Game Studio, Johan Pilsted, is stepping down from the role so he can spend more time working on the game and remaining close to the community. Pilsted will take on the role of Chief Creative Officer, CCO. Going forward, with Shams Yoryani will replace Pilsted as Arrowhead CEO. Yoryani worked as Chief Business Development Officer at Paradox Interactive and was a chairman of the board and investor at Manor Lords publisher Hooded Horse. Pilsted is remaining at Arrowhead and continuing to working on Helldivers 2, with him releasing a statement on co-op game via X. So basically, the guy that you've been, Johan Pilsted, is no longer CEO. He stepped down to a smaller position, CCO. This could be a nice thing. I'm really not sure. A part of me is like, after what happened with the, I'm a skeptical type of person, and so like when something like this happens, and recently there was some really ugly news with the Sony thing, and like, yes, the whole Sony thing is ugly, But at the end of the day, like, these contracts are kind of drawn up between two parties. Like, let's keep in mind that Arrowhead is an independent company. It's not owned by Sony. And this was a contract that they drew up with Sony. And some of this stuff might have been kind of, like, there. So none of this was probably a complete surprise. And Arrowhead kind of took no responsibility for it and pushed it all onto Sony, saying that it was all Sony's fault. So a part of me wonders if there's more bullshit to come. And he's getting himself out of the hot seat. That's what part of me wonders, the skeptic in me, the jadedness in me, you know what I mean? Because I am jaded as hell when it comes to, like, some of this stuff. I can cut diamond at this point. So we'll see. We'll see what is to come. This could be very good, really awesome, because he has been kind of really great on Twitter. His statements and stuff, fan base have really liked him. But at the same time, I'm a realist. So comes on a release pain, but a week at least. Okay. Man, I hope your recovery is really fast, Bufu, and you're back to doing the things that you used to do and enjoy doing. Did you get my news? I was kind of excited. Yes, I saw that. I haven't sat down and actually watched the state of play. I have heard a lot of disappointing things about it, but there's always something in there for everybody, and, like, yeah, that's kind of cool. I'll have to check that out. Going forward, all the games with Sony are going to require PSN accounts to play. Online, yes. That is the key word, the online multiplayer aspects. All PlayStation games that are ported to PC will require a PSN link if you're going to take them online. So, like Ghost of Tsushima, you can buy it, you can play it offline, but you can't play it online without a PSN, which is really stupid on their part. That's probably one of the most half-assed, stupidest things Sony could have done, and sadly, they only did that so that they can have a boarders meeting saying, hey, our PSN player base has gone up 20,000 people. And it's like, yeah, well, where'd you get those 20,000 people? A good majority of them came from PC. If not 80%, probably 90% of those. Says they play smaller, the showcases bigger games and announcements. I don't think that's the case, Chad. I know what games they announced. I don't think that's what they were trying to do. I think they did. I think they wanted to shine a light on some games because they have hopefully more interesting stuff coming to the Summer Game Fest. The Keeleys. You know, the K3. I think, and that's my theory at least. If not, they really don't have anything. I mean, it's no surprise they did announce it in the beginning of the year that they didn't have any first party stuff coming out this year. So it really wouldn't surprise me if they have nothing this year. Following that news, oh, hold on. Yeah, it's not there. Well, really quick, I should probably mention it. Oh no, this is too late. It's actually good that I skipped it. Because it is now the next week over, and this is no longer there. So, skipping that one. We're going to go right to this one over here. Prison Architect 2. Some sad news. After being delayed twice in the last year, Prison Architect 2 original developer Double 11 is leaving the project after failing to reach a commercial agreement with publisher Paradox Interactive. The new developer working on Prison Architect 2 is Koku, a Brazilian company, co-development company that has previously done 3D artwork on Horizon Forbidden West weapons and robots, as well as porting Golf Club Wasteland to PS4, PC, and Xbox and Nintendo Switch. Despite this news seemingly coming out of nowhere, this isn't a sudden decision. In fact, Kokuku has been working with Double 11 since the autumn of 2023. This transition has been smooth, has been a smooth experience for us all, and we share a common long-term vision of Prison Architect 2, says the team. So, yeah, for some reason, I guess their contract expired halfway through development of this, which is weird. And they couldn't come to an agreement, so the developers of Prison Architect just dipped. And because at the end of the day, Prison Architect is owned by the publisher, Paradox Gaming. And so, yeah, weird choice there for Double 11 to do that, because like Prison Architect sells pretty well. So, yeah, this is very strange. This is very, very strange that this is happening. But yeah, apparently Kokoku, which is a support development studio, is taking the full reins now, and they've been kind of already transitioning since last year. So interesting that this news has been kept under wraps until now. A lot of weird stuff has been happening there at Paradox. They've been kind of doubling down on getting their stuff together for the most part, because it's how much like delaying and so on they've been doing with all their games. I believe this is still free. I'm not even sure anymore, because no, it's not. See, unfortunately, like, all this news prep was made for Monday, so I'm sorry if it's a little outdated. It doesn't look like it's free anymore. This was free. Not anymore, sadly. So that kind of covers the... God damn it, I did it again. That covers the news aspect for the week of last week, which we're, again, a little delayed on. But we will be jumping now into see some fun trailers here. Easy there, easy there. Alright, so the first game we have here for trailer time is The Precinct. This actually looked really cool, I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a hard time last weekend cutting down some of the trailers that they for trailer time, because there was some good stuff that was put out. There was some really interesting good stuff. So here we go. The Precinct.
I'm Louis Bodel, art director on The Precinct, here to talk you through your beat as the ACPD's newest recruit. Welcome to the Rotten Apple. Good police work starts on the ground. Everything from parking infractions to
You have a little kitty playthrough?
is procedurally
I mean,
generated
it's in the
in-game,
polls.
so you never know
It's
what
in
the
the
day will
polls.
bring.
Y'all gotta just vote for it.
Your cruiser is the best way to patrol the city, but be ready to hit the streets on foot if things get loud. In this town, that happens all too often. When you've caught your mark, you'll need to follow procedure to make sure you handle the interaction appropriately. They could be a good citizen who made an honest mistake, or a career criminal wanted for multiple offences. That's not to say you can't stop for a bite to eat every once in a while. Callouts can happen at any time, so you'll need to be ready to respond. Not everyone will react positively when you arrive on the scene.
Yeah, if you haven't voted, it's right there. All you gotta do is vote for it, chat. Put it at the top of your list.
Let your partner handle the paperwork.
That voting
It's
is
time
only
to
gonna
gear up
end
for the next
when
mission.
it's time to
You'll
start the next
unlock new
playthrough. So we
equipment
got
in the
time.
armory as you gain experience.
Couple days.
Tonight, we're taking to the skies on a helicopter patrol.
Also, Cooch, how you doing, man?
You'll need to keep the spotlight trained on the perp to bring down their resistance meter while coordinating the ground response with the support menu. You can call in squad cars, spike strips, roadblocks, and more to help you bring them to justice. You can, of course, get involved in chases more directly. Call in the same support from your car, and don't worry too much about dodging these carefully placed piles of food crates.
Oops.
Sometimes, though, what's needed is a good old-fashioned foot chase. Don't worry, dispatch is standing by to assist if you need backup. Regardless, you'll need to make use of the city's geography to catch up with criminals and hold your own in a firefight. With the final perp booked, you're ready to end the day's shift. Averno's citizens will sleep a little safer for your efforts until tomorrow. Try your hand at policing the procedurally controlled world of The Precinct on PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S later this year.
Yeah, that looks really cool to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, that was something that really caught my eye when I saw it.
for sending his wonderful community over here. Couldn't quite get that spark up, could you? But if you are new here, welcome in. I am Cooge, I'm a variety streamer. We are currently playing Visage for the first time, and I have had plenty of scares.
Oh, all the times.
So
can't get comfortable. Never.
Use, green screen effect.
If you ever see Cooge's stream and you see he's getting comfortable in a spoopy game, you guys are watching wrong. You gotta give him the jump scares. This is a given. The next game is actually a game I'm really excited. It is coming to PC because some time ago, if you guys might remember, a game called Monster Hunter Stories 2 released on Switch, I think like on all platforms. I'm not 100% sure, but I know it was on PC for sure. Now, the annoying part is because Capcom tends to do a lot of things with Nintendo, the first game was a literal, like, exclusive. So you couldn't play the first game. Well, they're kind of like remastering it, I guess, in a way. And they're bringing it to PC and PlayStation and all that stuff. So here is Monster Hunter Stories.
I don't really want to be a rider. There must be something only I can do. I'm gonna give it a bit more thought.
Still following the rider's code? How naive. But if you're a real rider, you should focus on stopping the Black Blight.
Hey! How about we see the world together?
Good job, kid! You did awesome!
Now steel your heart. Adventure starts.
Thanks to me, you no longer need to be a rider to control monsters.
All you have to do is press the button like so. Monsters are a manifestation of the blessings of nature. To manipulate them in any way is an abomination.
I'm not convinced. It looks to me like they're the ones inviting disaster.
Monsters give us hunters our livelihood. Can't have one without the other.
I require your assistance.
Now, without further ado, we shall begin the rite of channeling, you and I.
This is totally a
Tell
Nurbo
me you
game.
forgot about us. We're numbers, man. We're family.
I'm not a fake. Someday, I'm gonna be a real rider. I met you two and my world changed. I finally have something. Something that I want to protect.
I think riders might just be the key to preventing disaster.
Not gonna lie, that looks so cool. I'm totally digging that. I'm so glad that they're finally bringing this to like all the platforms.
What do you think?
Following that trailer, here's that weird game. This game is getting a lot of like attention, and it's funny because this is like one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. This is 100% a Chaos game. Like, Chaos needs to get this game. Here is Kingmakers. What the fuck? Exactly, Boo-Foo. So, I don't know how much of this trailer they're gonna show, but essentially you're kind of like a time traveler going back in time and building a kingdom. And there's like an RTS mechanic to this and everything. I just love how like everything is destructible. I think that's what like impresses me more than anything. It's so weird. I also found out a little bit because apparently one of the podcasts I watch are really into this developer that I've never really heard of. Ironically, these are the guys who made like the original like Road Rash for like the Sega Genesis. Like, I find that hilarious. The next game, this game has kind of existed already, but I think they're finally getting like a 1.0 release, or they're actually releasing. I'm not 100% sure. But this always looked kind of interesting to me to a degree. I just don't know what the life of this game is going to be, because I feel like this game requires a certain player base. Not sure, but it's still cool, so let's check it out.
Сервус, шановні! У вас тут одненька задача – знайти в цих пісках те, що 20 років тому сітерські вивезти не змогли. Тут вам не Карпати, ні. Як стомився, ноги вже робиш, що не побачиш. А природа як дідька вдома. Тож майте на моці, не вскочте в халепу. І пам'ятайте, дипломатія – це наше все.
So, basically what this is like you're building a walker, which is basically your base at the same time. And you're roaming this desert on this walker. Now, my only issue with this is if they don't do something like Sea of Thieves with this, and it's more of like Ark and Rust and all that stuff, it's gonna be heavily dependent on players and how many players you have in the game, and like how toxic that may even be. But like the idea is cool. I just hope they do something more like Sea of Thieves rather than like Rust and Ark, honestly. This is also pretty interesting because a week ago there was the Warhammer stuff that started coming out. So here is 40k Warhammer Speed Freaks.
I can't wait to get clumping. Here we go. Give me more. Shut it. How'd you like that, Jacker? What? Put the pedal to the floor. Eyes the fastest. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Faster, boys. Bring him to the end.
Double dash counter. I think it's awesome. It looks like Twisted Metal Warhammer style. Speed Wargog. That's funny. I like how it has Doom music. I mean, it's Warhammer, man. Warhammer's metal as hell. And then, funny enough, that game that I unfortunately is not free to play anymore, but was free to play at the beginning of the week, actually has a sequel coming out. Here is Warhammer 40k Mechanist 2.
From the moment I first witnessed the interlopers, they disgusted me. Eons we slumbered, waiting fighting to reclaim our galaxy, only for it to become infested with vermin that proliferated in our absence. Now, we awaken to retake what is ours. Wretched amalgamations of meat and metal, shackled to ignorance by your faith. Do you truly believe you can stop us? We, who have shattered our very gods and enslaved them to our will. The stars were young when our empire was ascendant, and when the last of them die, we alone will remain. For we are immortal.
My pre
Ah, darling, have a seat. Stretch your hand and I will tell you fortunes. Oh, you seek a journey, and you will find it.
Oh, sorry about that. Muted myself. I gotta get used to that. I was gonna say, like, I don't really know the Warhammer universe that well. So maybe, I guess. I don't really know what that faction is.
Hold no fear, as you will stumble upon allies to assist.
In this game, if you guys didn't catch in the beginning, this is Everwane. I thought it was interesting because it has kind of a Slay the Spire slash Darkest Dungeon
You will explore
kind of
all
look to
the
it.
secrets of Everwhere, unravel its stories, and find treasures. Adventures and treasures are indeed important, but not like a good rest and a juicy meal. But beware of the people you meet. You must decide yourself who's your friend and who's the foe. Oh, I can feel it. You are finally ready now.
I always did like the story that was going on in Dead or Alive.
Your adventure will just begin.
I always did like the story that was going on in Dead or Alive. Plus, you know, that beach volleyball, man. That's where it's at. Just set the age to 99 and let the jiggle physics take you away from the game, though. God damn it, muted. I have to get used to that because like I'm definitely gonna be using the air conditioner this summer, so I don't freaking cook myself here. Yeah, Stellar Blade. Did I imagine that, or does Stellar Blade also have that? The age thing, where like depending on the age you put, she's stiffer or more jiggly. Because I swear Stellar Blade also has that. They're the faction that the only time many races and factions teamed up to fight and almost lost. Oh. They're called the Necrons. Oh. I feel like that's the thing. I feel like I didn't dream that. I feel like Stellar Blade also has that mechanic, which is it's kind of funny because like it's like how much of a pervert are you? Set your age to 99. Like how jello-y do you like your women? Do you want them to be full jello? Or more like a pudding? I don't know, never played Stellar Blade. I almost feel like they do have that, but like I could be wrong. Maybe it's just jiggly all the time. I want to play it because it looks good. It does look good. Stellar Blade is a PS5 game. Yeah, I know. I know. That is the unfortunate thing. You have Stellar Blade. Have you played it, Chad? How have you not played it yet? Or are you playing that, like, by yourself? In the dark? With tissue paper? It's on the list? Oh, okay. I mean, if you're looking for something to play after Persona 4, I mean, that's not a bad one. The hype is still pretty high on that. Yeah, remember that's a secret. There've been some pretty funny clips that I've seen of that, where it's like sometimes like there was one where the guy was playing with his girlfriend. I guess they streamed together. I don't know what the situation is there, and like it switched to a scene. It switched to a scene of like the girl, like a full frontal of the girl, not naked. It just showed, you know, the outfits in that game are like skin suits. So like it just showed the front of it, and like the guys at Media Reaction was like, damn. And his girlfriend looked at him like hard, and he's like, oh, sorry. It was just pretty fun. It was a good clip because it was like she started going like, "What color was her eyes, huh? What color was her eyes?" Like, it's like I don't know, but her armor was yellow and black. I hope it does come to PC. Yeah, pretty much. These nuts got him. Hey, what is this?
What's your?
Oh,
about to find out.
Whatever. The goddamn these nuts joke. I sent you something on Instagram, by the way, of like some like really old dude who's like doing a cooking stream, gets caught on a these nuts joke, and he didn't like it. Totally went over his head. I'm not sure if we're gonna be doing 7 days, guys. I sent Pop a message, but he does it sometimes. Sometimes he's just AFK. Yeah, I don't think he was actually playing today. Might have to switch to something else. Cooch, you still up for Destiny too? Appears we're being berated by some... Oh, you saw that, right? Yeah, it appears like we were being berated by some people. Oh my god. his reaction is what made it really funny to me, because he was just like, oh, I see. Oh, I apologize, everyone. It seems we're being berated by someone. Sure, can't guarantee how long I'll be on though at this point. Yeah, no, it's all good, man. It's all good. I guess yeah. Let me pop that up and switch my titles and stuff like that. Let's see here. I guess I kind of should have like double checked this with him earlier. I saw he was on. I figured he'd be down for it because he's been hitting it hard. Let's see here.